If this was in a business, he would have been fired. If you have this knowledge, how do you endorse him? If you didn't know that knowledge and you do now, how do you stay quiet?
McCarthy was asked about Texas Republican Tony Gonzales, who allegedly had an affair with a staffer who later died by suicide. Texts between the two of them just came out, shared by the late staffer's husband with various media outlets. MS Now has not yet seen the text, but according to the NBC affiliate in San Antonio, in an exchange which took place after midnight in early May 2024, Gonzalez asked for a sexy pic. There was a back and forth. Then the staffer, Regina Santos Aviles, said she didn't like taking photos of herself. His response, "I'm just such a visual person." After that, he asked her favorite position. She told him to answer first. He did. Then she texted, "This is going too far, boss. So how long have you thought I was this hot?" Later, she said it again, quote, "This is too far, Tony." More than a year later, Santos Aviles died by suicide, leaving behind a young son. Gonzalez first denied having an affair, but is now sidestepping direct denials, instead claiming he's being blackmailed and politically attacked. As of now, he is not dropping out of his re-election campaign, and as of now, the Speaker of the House is not calling on him to do so or to resign, which is getting to be uncomfortable, as other Republican lawmakers say what McCarthy said, that Gonzalez has to resign or to end his campaign. 7 of them so far, including Florida Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who posted this on X, quote, "The entire Texas delegation, as well as every single other member of Congress, should be condemning a sitting member of Congress asking for explicit photos of their staff. As a woman, this is really disgusting to see. Not to mention, it brings dishonor on the House of Representatives. Representative Tony Gonzales, shame on you." A reminder, sexual relationships between lawmakers and their employees were prohibited back in 2018 in the wake of the Me Too movement. So why is Speaker Mike Johnson equivocating on this? Well, politics, of course, the other side of this, which for him and his one-seat majority means control of the House.
So this is Tony Gonzales, okay? He's a Republican House of Rep member from Texas. And the story that's going on with him is actually kind of insane. Just like a lot of Republican politicians, he was having an affair with his staffer. That's the staffer right there. Now, this is where things go kind of crazy. Last year, the staffer died by lighting herself on fire, okay? While they were having this affair. Now, obviously, he didn't tell anyone that he was having an affair with her when this happened, but the police reached out and said, like, "What's going on, dude? Why'd your staffer burn herself?" And he was like, "I have no idea. She was crazy." Well, it's come out now, after her husband went through her phone, that they were having a very intimate relationship. One his wife would not really be happy about. Now, remember, he praises God. He's Christian Bible. Oh, you know what I mean? All for fundamental family values. Well, here he is having an affair with the staffer. Now, the staffer was distraught that they could not actually have a permanent relationship. Because of that, she unfortunately took his life. Now it's all come out that he had an affair. He's still denying it, but there's text messages of him asking her for things right before she killed herself. This is the state of the current Republican Party. They're all just kind of gross men who use women. That's it. That's all you got to know.
Was there a relationship with this young lady who was working in your office?
You know, very, very direct, Pags. I made a mistake, and I had a lapse in judgment, and there was a lack of faith. And I take full responsibility for those actions. Since then, I've reconciled with my wife, Angel. I've asked God to forgive me, which he has, and my faith is as strong as ever. When you make mistakes like this, you know, it's never easy. It humbles you, but it's important to kind of work through it all.
Any and every headline that we see about this story makes the assertion, they're not out and out saying it, but they make the assertion that she committed suicide because of you. You don't think you had anything whatsoever to do with it?
Absolutely nothing to do with it. And you know what? They do this intentionally, Pags. I mean, you cannot hate the media enough.
In American politics, personal choice often collide with public responsibility. And right now, one controversy involving Texas Congressman Tony Gonzales is raising serious questions about ethics, accountability, and leadership. Reports have resurfaced about an illegal affair between Gonzalez and a Congress staff, a relationship that would directly violate the rules of United States House of Representatives.
Tonight, Texas Congressman Tony Gonzales is hitting back, responding to a new report of an alleged affair with a staffer who died in September after setting herself on fire. That staffer, Regina Santos Avilas, worked for Gonzales for close to 4 years before her death. And now the San Antonio Express News reporting on allegations she was having an affair with the congressman. In November, Gonzales denied the two had an inappropriate relationship.
But the rumors are completely untruthful. I don't know exactly what happened. No one's contacted me. I haven't contacted anyone.
But in a new statement to NBC News, Congressman Gonzales does not address the accusations of an affair, instead saying, "I am not going to engage in these personal smears, and instead will remain focused on helping President Trump secure the border and improve the lives of all Texans." According to attorney Bobby Barrera, who represents Santos Avilas' husband, his client believes Santos Avilas was having an affair, which is why they were estranged, and the couple was living apart at the time of her suicide. Barrera did not say what his client's beliefs of an affair were based on. Gonzales is facing a major political fight this fall. He's locked in a very tight Republican primary. And with or without these allegations, Democrats plan to mount a vigorous general election campaign against him as well. The House Ethics Committee has not said if it's opened an investigation into Gonzales. House rules prohibit members of Congress from having romantic relationships with their staff. Tom?
Did you have an extramarital affair with a staffer?
What you've seen is not all the facts, and there'll be an ample time for all of that to come out.
What Republican Congressman Tony Gonzales is defiant amid GOP calls that he resign his House seat after allegations of an extramarital affair with a staffer 2 years ago. That staffer later died by suicide. Since then, there have been revelations about lewd text messages that Gonzales exchanged with that staffer, including one in which he apparently called for her to share with him a, quote, sexy pic. Are those real text messages?
I'm not going to resign. I work every day for the people of Texas.
It is against House rules to carry on a romantic relationship with the staffer, which is why more and more Republicans are calling on him to step aside.
He needs to answer for what has happened and what he's done. We've seen the text messages now. It's disgusting, deeply offensive.
Gonzales faces a tough primary challenge next week on Tuesday against conservative candidate Brandon Herrera, who has the support of the far-right faction in the House GOP. But right now, the Speaker of the House is standing behind Gonzales and says that the allegations need to be fully investigated before he calls on him to resign. Why should Tony Gonzales resign, given these very serious accusations?
There are serious accusations, and it must be taken seriously. But I think, as in every case like this, you have to allow the investigations to play out and all the facts to come out.
And if Gonzales were to leave the House early, that would further tighten Johnson's razor-thin House majority.
House of Representatives clearly prohibit members of Congress from engaging in romance or sexual relationship with staff member under their supervision. But the story doesn't end there. The woman involved in this report's relationship later tragically took her own life. Both Gonzales and the staffer were married at that time. Now, the situation has returned to public attention after the woman's husband spoke out, suggesting that whatever happened during that relationship played a role of devastating outcome. These are reignite political pressure in Washington. Some lawmakers, including members of Gonzales' own party as well as Democrats, have called for him to step down. They argue that allegations and the tragedy surrounding them raise serious concern about conduct and accountability for someone serving in public office. United States House Committee on Ethics are now reopened an investigation into the matter. If proved, the alleged relationship itself will already be a violation of House rules. But Gonzales has publicly addressed the controversy, appearing on a podcast He admits the affairs and describes it as a mistake. He also said that he has reconciled with his wife and that he believed God has forgiven him. According to him, the matter is something he has worked through personally and spiritually. However, critics argue that an affair, particularly involving a staff member, isn't simple a mistake. They say it reflects poor judgment and a failure of responsibility, especially for someone entrusted with public power. Political timing of this controversy is also critical. Just days ago, Gonzalez faced a competitive Republican primary in Texas. Neither he nor his challenger reached the required 50% of votes, forcing the race into a runoff election scheduled for May. Now, voters will decide whether his controversy affects their trust in leadership. For some, this is about morality. For others, it's about power, dynamics, and ethics inside Congress. And for many observers, it raises a deeper question. Where should the line be drawn between private behaviors and public accountability? Portions of the commentary and discussion were inspired by stitched video reaction circulating online. Thanks for all the creators of the videos. We appreciate you. True Verdicts viewers, we want to hear from you. Should a member of Congress resign over an affair with a staffer? Do personal scandal affect your trust in public leaders? If forgiveness enough when public office is involved? Should voters decide the issue at the ballot box, or should Congress take action first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you believe in honest conversation and uncovering the truth, like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to True Verdict for more investigative documentary. Your voice matters. Bye.